Blacks. In the name of the Tsar. People have been waiting for this one for a while. This is the long-anticipated Russian Army DLC for Battlefield 1. Something that a lot of people think should have been in the base game at launch. Vanilla Battlefield 1, which I kind of agree. It's a pretty interesting and key component of World War I. Regardless, this is in the name of the Tsar. And it's pretty exciting because it's a pretty beefy DLC, and of course it's the Russian Army, which everybody's wanted for a very long time now, and it also, for the first time ever in Battlefield history, features female soldiers, like the one that you see right there on the screen in front of you. And technically, the female soldiers in this DLC are from the notorious Women's Battalion of Death, which is pretty badass. And I'm going to actually give you guys a little bit of history that ties into the themes and maps and weapons you're going to be seeing inside of this DLC. I could go over all the different weapons that are inside of it, but, I mean, there's a ton. There's 13 new weapons, 5 new vehicles, and you can find that information elsewhere. What's most important to me are, of course, the new melee weapons. We've got a Cossack Dagger, which is awesome, and somehow already unlocked automatically, and this Cogwheel Club, otherwise known as a Dud Club, which is pretty neat. And most importantly, I finally have, for the first time as far as I can tell, a weapon assignment that allows me to use the Mondragon's Storm. Look at this. Fucking awesome. We're probably going to unlock that during this live stream, but yeah, let's just hop into one of the new operations that we've got. We also have a bunch of new maps. Basically, In the Name of the Tsar takes place on the Russian front lines across 4 maps, and 2 maps on the Russian Civil War. It includes the Russian Empire's White Guard Army and the Red Army as the 2 new playable factions within this DLC. The expansion also features the Russian Empire as a playable faction on the Eastern Front of World War I during the cold Russian winters in the Brusilov Offensive, which is one of the 2 new operations, the other one being Red Tide, which is about the Russian Civil War, which is pretty cool. Let's hop into... shit. Let's do Russia versus Russia first.
Russia 1919. A civil war rages between the revolutionary Bolsheviks and the anti-communist White Armies. On the banks of the Great Volga River, the town of Tsaritsyn stands as one of Russia's most important industrial centers and the gateway to central Russia. Having laid siege to Tsaritsyn on 3 previous occasions, the White Army, now aided by British tanks and planes, finally succeeded in capturing the town. These counter-revolutionaries, mostly Cossacks and old imperial forces, hoped to use this victory to secure southern Russia and ultimately launch an assault on Moscow, the seat of Bolshevik power. However, the Red Army, with its radical but popular ideologies, still controlled the central regions. This meant that most of the country's oil and grain were under Bolshevik control. With winter fast approaching, the Bolsheviks thought that the White Army would be too weak to hold the town for much longer.
Okay, that Woman of Death looks pretty badass, actually. That hat, however, that looks stupid, I'm sorry. That looks like a hat that would be in Dumb and Dumber, minus the, red star, of course. Anyway, let's hop in. So, back to the Women's Battalion of Death, which, that's gotta be the most badass entrance that they could have for the first female playable characters in a Battlefield game ever. Anyway, women's battalions were all female combat units that were formed after the February Revolution by the Russian Provisional Government in a last-ditch effort to inspire the mass of war-weary soldiers to continue fighting during World War I. The Russian government and military administration basically believed that female soldiers would have significant propaganda value. They did love their propaganda. And that their example would revitalize the weary, demoralized men of the Russian army. Simultaneously, they also hoped that the presence of women would shame hesitant male soldiers into resuming their combat duties. Whether that worked or not, I'm not sure. They only had 1 division of female soldiers actually deploy, of 5, I believe. So they didn't see much combat. Hello, black loading screen, my old friend. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Oh my god! Fuck! Oh boy! Boy, do I love playing that game. Alright, let's see if we can hop back in a red tide. Shit! Oh, I hate that. Welcome to Battlefield DLCs, ladies and gentlemen. Shut up, I already heard this. Shut up! Shut up! Alright, chat room, how you guys doing? I'm gonna mute that for a second. We're hopping back into a match of operations. Anyway, welcome guys. It's been a little while, hasn't it? I'm sorry that my microphone sounds so shitty. I'm using a new microphone. My sound mixer died while I was in Germany a few weeks ago. And my new preamp and audio interface hasn't arrived yet. They haven't shipped it. But yeah, I'm using a blue mic, which is why it sounds so bad. So I apologize for that. It's killing me. I hate this thing.
На мне форма царской армии, на других черкесские папахи. Мы разные, но нас объединила ненависть к большевикам.
Мы трижды пытались взять город. Взятие Царицына – это ободряющий клич всему миру, презирающему коммунистов.
Большевики жгут села и запугивают крестьян. Вот она, их свобода.
Я грузил пушки в чрево спящего поезда, огромного стального монстра. Сегодня войну выигрывает тот, кто контролирует железные дороги.
Damn, this loading screen's long. I don't want to talk over the guy that's about to talk next, though, so I'm always in a struggle here.
Soldiers, Lieutenant General Rangel has given clear orders. We must stand our ground at the red line here. Should we lose this position, we will then retreat to Zivina's ruins. We must use the ruins for cover, or we may be overrun. If this should happen, then we must fall back to this area of the Don River. Failure here would mean retreating into Tsaritsyn itself. Let the past be our future. For Mother Russia!
I expect a heartier for Mother Russia when I hear that phrase. Is that just me? I expect like a for Mother Russia! Or something, you know? Where you really hear the grain and the grit of their throat from all the years of vodka-induced trauma. Anyway, this is not who I meant to spawn as. I'm actually working my way to unlocking one of the brand new weapons for the meta class, which actually has the Mondragon Storm as a requirement. You need to get 40 kills with the Mondragon Storm, which is just about music to my ears, because I love that weapon. That's my favorite gun in the game. You guys are so sick of me using that gun in live streams and videos, but it's my baby. Anyway, we are currently in the midst of one of the most epic tank battles of World War I, the Volga River. And unfortunately, we are playing as the White Russian Guard, the White Russian Empire's army, against the Red Army. I kind of wanted to play as the Red Army. They're kind of the badasses here. They're staging a revolution because this is a battle in the midst of the Russian Civil War, somewhere along the year of 1919. Oh, Jesus. Hello, tank. So I'm in a bit of a rock and a hard play situation. I can either go as assault and try to take down some of these tanks because this is an epic tank battle, or I can go as medic. And you know what? I'm going to go as medic because I want to help my boys out. No, you know what? I'm going to go as assault. I'm sorry for being bipolar here, but I've just got so many choices. Either I help out my tanks, you know, and destroy the enemy tanks, or I am selfish and I just go after my my new weapons. I've actually played In the Name of the Tsar before. When I was at EA Gamescom Germany, I was actually part of the live stream of the world premiere of In the Name of the Tsar gameplay, which was pretty sweet. Damn, good hit, no ricochet. That's what I like to see. Look at him run. Red Army, more like better red than dead. Oh shit, I'm using that name wrong. I mean, better dead than red is what I totally meant to say. God, I love that gun. Look at that. It's ridiculous. Shit. I should have been watching our health. Anyway, it looks like pellets. You know, it looks like the spray of a shotgun, yet it's extremely volatile at long range even. If I was a real Russian, I'd be using cavalry. Cavalry isn't exactly my style, but we'll give it a shot. Gotta love those hats, though. Look at that thing. You know, I could be naked. I could be riding buck naked on this horse, and I wouldn't lose any body heat. It just bottles it in. Just like that Seinfeld episode. Oh boy. Oh boy. I never do this! Ah! Damn! Alright, there's one. Come on! Come on! Shit. I'm so dead. How am I not dead yet? Woo! This is fun. You know what? I think it's the hat. It's got to be the hat. Not only is it bottling in heat, but it's also deflecting my normal bad playmanship, which probably isn't a word. I wouldn't say these weapons are actually difficult to get. I mean, we do have 13 weapons in this DLC. It's a pretty chunky DLC. You got 6 maps, technically, 13 weapons, 5 vehicles, and I'm not going to list them because I'm not a spreadsheet, but you can find that information very easily online. Anyway, there are a lot of weapons, and I would say most of the weapons are actually pretty fair. You just get X amount of kills, usually 40 to 50 kills, with a weapon that's somewhat similar to the weapon that you're trying to unlock. So, it's fair enough. It's not like it's making you use wildly different weapons than the ones you're trying to unlock, which sometimes means, oh boy, which sometimes means you're going to be stuck using weapons that you don't want to use in order to get the weapons you do want to use. Let's get in this crater. Let's get nice and cozy. Red Army's a little too close for my comfort. But I haven't even mentioned one of the best parts of this new update, and this is for everybody. Okay? Everybody that has a copy of Battlefield 1 on Xbox, PS4, PC, no matter what it is, you now have HDR10 support. And my dudes, if you don't know what HDR10 is, oh man, this Black Friday, be on the lookout for a good sale on a TV if you're in the market for a new one, and look for 4K HDR, okay? Because let me tell you, I only play games in the deepest blacks, and sometimes very, very dark gray. You will never see deeper blacks in a video game than when you play Battlefield 1 in HDR10. HDR, it's... A lot of people say they can't tell the difference between 1080p and 4K, but HDR is different, alright? That's colors, that's not just color accuracy, but also saturation, alright? Accuracy and realism in terms of lighting. OLED televisions, they don't light pickles, my god. Yeah. Pickle Rick! Jesus Christ. Am I one of those Rick and Morty fans? I hope not. Anyway, yeah. That's a hell of a lot of Red Army. Get a nice little headshot there. Not enough. I really should have been a medic. Could have revived my buddy. Yeah. OLED televisions, they don't light pixels where pixels are perfectly dark, which means it'll look like your television's off. Or at least parts of it are off in night scenes, which is really fantastic. And for a game like Battlefield, oh man. Yeah, it's orgasmic. It looks as good as it possibly can. And I'm really excited about that. I'm actually not playing in HDR10 right now because I'm capturing. And unless you have an HDR television, don't bother looking up HDR10 YouTube videos because it's just not going to happen. Double kill! It has to do with the panel of your television, whether it's compatible or not. Regardless, welcome guys to our live stream of the second DLC of Battlefield 1, which finally, how does the first DLC of Battlefield 1 not feature Russian soldiers? It featured French soldiers before Russian soldiers. It's dumbfounding. I'm dumbfounded. I just can't figure that one out. Anyway, it's a pretty cool DLC. It's pretty beefy. And if you don't own the Premium Pass, you're not going to be able to purchase this. If you want to purchase this as a standalone DLC, you're going to need to wait. Oh, jeez. You're going to need to wait a little bit. 2 weeks, in fact. 2 weeks from today, you'll finally be able to purchase this. And play as the Russians. And there's a lot of Russians. I mean, you've got 2 whole factions. You can play as the Red Army, or you can play as the White Army, which we're playing as right now. I'm going to switch over to the medic. I don't like the MP18 all that much, but it's part of my assignment. luckily, for one of the assault guns, you only need to get around 10 kills, I think it was, with the MP18 Trench, which is ridiculously easy. I can't remember what the other requirement was. I believe it was 10 kills with anti-tank grenades. But, yeah. I got a Mondragon Storm assignment, so that's what I'm going to work on. The uniforms look pretty sweet, aside from those silly looking hats. Nice! Oh! Okay, let's fall back a little bit. Yeah, Rick and Morty's great. I love Rick and Morty. It's a really solid show. It's got smart writing. It's got good humor. I actually laugh. The fan base, however... Whew. Ooh, man. The fan base is enough to make you hate the show before you even see the show. And that's not a good fan base. Yeah, it's like whenever a new episode comes out, they just... And maybe it's because I visit Reddit too often. And I most certainly do visit Reddit too often. It takes up too much time in my day. Oh, wow, look at that vista. For Mother Russia and Mother Vodka! Mother Russia, vodka drink you, because your insides turn all vodka into... Fuck. Bail! Bail! The joke is failing. Fuck it. Yeah. There's too many forced jokes and memes with the Rick and Morty fan base. It's getting ridiculous. I really do like the show, though. Alright, let's get our heads in the game. Mother Russia is very disappointed in us right now. Too bad we don't have any tanks we could drive, or at least be a passenger in. Bet you this thing's gonna fill up or blow up before we get in it. Yep, what'd I say? And it's about to blow up. That's why they're not moving right now. I guarantee you it's disabled. Yep, it's gone. Called it. Alright, let's get back on the horse. Which is actually pretty fitting. Never watched it in my life. Wow, you got some catching up to do. It's a good show. It really is. I think Rick and Morty is the type of a show where almost anyone could enjoy it. You just have to go in fresh. Luckily, my girlfriend and I caught the show before... Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. Please, grenades. Please. Do something, for God's sake. Shit. Well, that was embarrassing. Let's get the hell out of here. My horse is just about dead. 3 of us in the grave. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Oh, man. I have terrible timing with that. I really do. Really do. Damn. Ugh. Man. The White Russian army is really getting their ass handed to them. One soldier in particular. Actually, we're doing fine. All we have to do is, like, actually buckle down and do some real Russian work. Which is, Jesus Christ. Which is not getting our tanks pulling up, because this is the Battle of the Volga River. This is a legendary, massive tank battle. And we're really getting our butts handed to us as far as tanks are concerned. That's not okay. And that's very not Russian. It's maximum un-Russian, in fact. We probably have our vodka rations taken away from us. And that's the entire reason we're losing. You know, the Red Army, they have more vodka rations than we do. They're revolutionaries. Doing something Russians never thought was possible. Double the vodka intake. Oh, you see that? Got a little bit of clipping over there. I could have sworn I just saw the barrel of a gun stick to that house. If I'm wrong and I ignore that window, my ass is getting sniped. Right in my giant, fluffy Russian hat. And the death comes from somewhere else. Great. What is your good character in Battlefront 2? Huh. There's a lot of good characters in Battlefront 2. If you mean classes, I like the heavy class quite a bit. Heavy class and maybe medic. Although I actually enjoyed the specialist, which is the sniper, a little more than I thought I would. Actually, it's not specialist. That's Battlefield terminology. Really the same difference, though. If you're talking about heroes, ooh, what can I talk about? What can I... Sith Infiltrator. Sith Infiltrator is one hell of a ship. It's Darth Maul's hero ship. It's that amazing ship design you saw in Episode 1, opposite Padme's epic silver ship. It's really powerful. It's also got a cloaking device. which is a pretty novel idea. Spaceship with a cloaking device. It's very Star Trek. In fact, I'm pretty sure Star Trek did that first with the Klingon birds of prey. I don't think Star Wars ever had a cloaking ship until now. Outside the expanded universe, of course. As far as on-foot heroes, maybe Rey, actually. I'm really enjoying... Rey's got this ability which is probably the most unique ability I've seen in Battlefront so far, which is a Jedi mind trick. What does that mean? How do you do that in a video game? Well, when you actually activate Jedi mind trick and apply it against the enemy, that enemy's control scheme is reversed. Actually, I think it may just be reversed, but it's possible that it's randomized. Randomized might have been a little too hard, but we'll say it's reversed anyway. That means if you look up, you're actually going to be looking down. If you move your stick forward, you're going to be walking backwards. Possibly control schemes are reversed as well, in terms of aiming down would be the right trigger, and firing would be the left trigger. But it's really difficult to play like that, especially if you use that ability against an enemy hero like Darth Maul, for example. That's gonna fuck him up. That's gonna really fuck him up, because it's gonna be substantially more difficult to utilize your lightsabers and fight against an enemy hero, especially one as powerful as Rey. So yeah, I would say Rey's my favorite so far. And as far as ships go that aren't hero ships, the TIE Bomber. It's really versatile. It's great against ships in dogfighting, and it's great against objectives in bombing runs. Which means it really has it all. It really does. That's kind of what I look for in ships. I'm not so much a specialist as an all-arounder. Hello there. It's actually been a while since I played Battlefield. Last time I played was at Gamescom. And last time I played before that was the French DLC. It's a shame that I'm not playing as Assault. Is the tank full? I think the tank might be full. I need to switch my sensitivity around. Notice that sometimes in certain updates my sensitivity was actually reset. But as long as Universal Soldier aim is active, I should be fine. Alright, where is he? Let's head after Objective B. I say as if I'm the squad leader, which I'm not. It was already marked. Yo, if you guys have seen War for the Planet of the Apes, maybe you're kind of on the same mindset that I am, but is this not like something straight from War for the Planet of the Apes to anybody else? It really looks like it to me. I mean, War for the Planet of the Apes, yeah, it didn't take place in 1919, but this kind of looks like the apocalypse, which is what War for the Planet of the Apes is. If apes that can talk and wield guns aren't the apocalypse, I don't know what the hell is. It most certainly is the apocalypse. I will fight anybody that says any differently. Even though we really shouldn't be fighting each other, you know? Especially with the apes going to war with us and all. We should be uniting as brothers and sisters. Really want to talk about that movie more, but I don't want to give any spoilers to you guys that haven't seen that masterpiece. Jesus, that's one of the best film franchises out there. And it just ended. Never did I think The Planet of the Apes would be one of the best, most tactfully and subtly done franchises. And yet here we are. He's coming around the side, isn't he? Yep! Shit! I should have seen that coming. Alright, it's time to pick up our game again. Oh, Jesus. Let's not speak too soon. So we got mortar fire in our ass. If you want to put a fire into the enemy's ass, use mortar. It's always a safe choice. Oh man, I shot their little horse dead. I feel like a dick. But yeah, I mean, we're on the shoreline right now. We got a lot of cabins, a lot of destroyed cabins and shit. This is War for the Planet of the Apes. Holy shit, guys. Epic idea, epic thought. Hear me out, alright? Oh, shit. I fucked this one up so bad. I had so many bullets. I wasted all of them. There's someone next to me? What the hell's happening? I'm getting virtual PTSD here. Ah, shit! Anyway, my pitch to Warner Brothers is A Planet of the Apes multiplayer shooter. Think of it this way. If you ever played Conker's Bad Fur Day on the original Xbox or PS2, you probably remember the Squirrels versus Bears game mode. Or Squirrels versus Teddies. I can't remember what it was called. Jesus! I thought that was a bayonet! I thought it was! I should have trusted my gut. Hey! Nice! That's a pretty ribbon. It's blue and red and shit. Of course, as a Russian, all I needed to be is red and gold, and that's it, right? Those are the colors they like? Technically, we're not part of the Red Army, though. We're part of the White Army. Because it's a big old civil war going on. Who's Captain America in this situation? Captain America is the Red Army, and Tony Stark is the White Army. Definitely. That's that's what would be happening if this was directed by Disney and Marvel. This Russian civil war right now. How'd you like to see that?
Excellent work. But prepare for those devils to come again. And when they do, send them back to hell.
They came from hell? I don't know if they're that badass. Don't build up our enemies, man. It's rule number 1. Oh, shit. For some reason I thought it was over. It's not over until the Red Army sings, in tears of blood, that the White Army's the best there ever was. Alright, can we hop in that tank? Hop in that tank, please? Fuck yeah. Main gunnery position. That's exactly what I want to see. Anti-infantry, anti-vehicle. Beautiful. This is the Volga River, which technically is an epic tank battle of massive proportions. So, it's fitting that we play in a tank every now and then. So, yeah, my pitch to Warner Brothers for a Planet of the Apes multiplayer game would be kind of like Battlefield. You know, you got different classes, you fight in locations like this with graphics like this, uber realistic graphics, and you either fight as the apes, who have, you know, they have better agility, they have better speed, they can kind of do parkour and shit. They can climb to the top of that if they want to, and then throw shit at you or something. I don't know. They also have guns, but they only can hip fire for the most part, unless you're a very special ape class that can like snipe and shit. But they're not very good with guns, is my point. They have more health than the humans, but the humans are far better with weapons. The humans are more gear centric. They're more technical. I think that could be pretty badass. You know what? No, super badass. Game of the year. Badass, honestly. We're getting a War for the Planet of the Apes game, but it's not like that at all. It's like a Telltale game, kind of a point and click, interactive adventure. You can go third person in some parts of the campaign, but yeah, I want a War for the Planet of the Apes multiplayer game. If you watch the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's pretty good stuff. Can we, like, go after a tank or something? I'm getting impatient. This is what happens when you play Overwatch too much. Oh, shit. I don't know if you guys played the World War II Call of Duty beta. Oh. I didn't stream that. I meant to, but it just wasn't very good. In my opinion, anyway. I mean, that's coming from a huge fan of World of War. I'm a big World of War boy. I love World of War. It's one of my favorite games ever. One of my favorite shooters ever. And it's sure as hell my favorite Call of Duty ever. But, yeah. I wish that Treyarch had developed this game. Or, not this game, but World War II Call of Duty. Because it's weird. Can't say I'm a huge fan. Alright, what are we doing? Busting tanks or busting Russian ass? Let's bust tanks. I'm gonna wait until my squad mates open up. There we go. Please spawn. Please spawn. Thank God. Alright, let's see if we can go around the left and... Ah! Damn it! I should have seen that coming. I was a reckless son of a bitch. Don't be a reckless Russian. Unless you're part of the revolutionaries, in which case it's probably expected of you. Oh yeah, new game mode. I should play that instead of one of the operations. I don't know what I was thinking. New game mode's cool. It's nothing that's super fancy though. I mean, you've basically seen it before, but What I'm trying to say is it's not the most impressive thing to watch, but it is fun to play. Like a new Capture the Flag game mode, for instance, wouldn't be that interesting to watch, but it'd be fun to play. It's something you've seen before, but different. But by all like visual appearances, it may not look that different. Speaking of which, the war game mode in Call of Duty is actually pretty good. It's probably the best part of the beta. The guns are okay, I guess, but I mean, let's face it. Battlefield World War II, it's gonna blow it out of the water. There's gonna be no comparison between the two. What the hell was that guy doing? Is he being funny? Mortar fire in the middle of this battle? Shit! I'm dead. Come on, grenade. Come on! Nothing. Damn. Massive, what do you want? Heroes versus villains on Battlefront? 2, all heroes in the game. Do you want heroes? Sure, like, if we could have every hero ever in Battlefronts, that'd be great. And also, a heroes versus villains game mode featuring all of them at once. I don't know, man, that might be hard to balance. But if they could figure out balancing of it, sure. I mean, I love heroes personally. Some people are like infantrymen, but I like both. And I really like heroes. So the more game modes we get with them, the better.
Soldiers, we have lost this position. In the name of General Wrangel, who first conquered this town, we must retreat and protect our prize from those Bolshevik marauders.
With their forces destabilized, the White Army retreated to the streets of Tsaritsyn that they had so recently fought to capture. General Wrangel knew that holding the town was vital for the counter-revolutionary forces in southern Russia. They needed such a base to launch an advance on Moscow. And without access to the oil and grain in the North Caucasus, it was evident that the coalition of white forces would soon weaken and ultimately break apart.
Сколько еще эти красные дикари будут позорить русский народ? Главные инструменты политической агитации для них – винтовки и насилие.
С баррикад я вижу мертвого солдата. Его глаза открыты, он смотрит на нас, не мигая, подобно восковой кукле. Его взгляд сдавливает мне горло и холодит сердце.
По ночам на улицах слышны крики. Местные скандируют большевистские лозунги. Город заражен красной чумой.
Old and New Russia clash in the war-torn streets of Tsaritsyn, if that's how you pronounce it.
Defenders of Tsaritsyn. Our spies tell us that Demchenko Street will be the first target, so we must defend here. Should we lose this position, we must immediately fall back to Savrasovo Street and hold our ground. Failure in this sector would mean retreating to Teplova Square and rallying our forces at the cathedral.
Oh, Tsaritsyn.
If
Okay.
we fail to hold this position, we will then be forced to make our last stand in the merchant district. The success of our entire campaign depends on controlling this area. Lose the city, and we will likely lose this war.
Dark campaign. I'm sorry. I don't know why. I love the way he said that. Hey, Massive, do you play Uncharted 4? Yeah, the entire campaign. Oh, man. Anyway, this is actually the particular map that I played during the live stream of In the Name of the Tsar in Gamescom Germany at the EA livestream panel world premiere thing. Anyway, yeah, I probably shouldn't have picked this salt because I don't know how many tanks there's gonna be. But, fuck. We're fighting in the Russian Civil War. Let's see if one of our Russian friends can help us against the Red Army and give us a little revive. Probably not the smartest place to... Shit! He did it! Appreciate that, man. As fruitless as those efforts were, there was still effort, and that's what counts. Yeah, let's switch to medic. Back our boys up. Can't remember who actually won this particular battle. If it was the Red Army or the White Empire's Guard. but I know who's going to be here. It's going to be us. It's going to be the glorious White Army, the Russian Guard. Or hell, maybe the Revolutionaries, I don't know. But if you guys heard the female voice talking inside of the intro of this game mode, that is actually one of the female Death Battalion soldiers. So this is obviously the very first time we're seeing female soldiers in a Battlefield game, and we are getting them in possibly the coolest way there is. The female Death Battalions of Russia in World War I, who were created to inspire Russian soldiers by shaming them back into battle because they didn't want to fight anymore. But they thought maybe, they being the Russian government and military propaganda administration, they thought that maybe if they had women fight in the war, that it would shame the Russian men into not feeling like that real men and going back to war and fighting whatever the Russian fat cats wanted them to fight. I don't know if it worked. I think it actually did work. I think it was pretty effective. I mean, that was a huge statement. Like, all right, you 1900s men, you early circa 1919 men, if you're not man enough to fight, maybe we'll have a woman fight. Pretty, you know, that was back when it was pretty popular and pretty awesome to be sexist. I'm sure that shamed the hell out of him. It's pretty badass, though. A female battalion of death fighting for their country. Even if it was rooted, its creation in propaganda. Still. Yeah, that's who you can play as in Battlefield 1's Russian DLC in the name of the Tsar. Female Death Battalion. Can't remember who that was with, actually. I think that was with the White Russian Empire's Army Guard, not the Red Army. I don't know too much about Russian history in World War I. I know a bit of it, namely thanks to this DLC and the research I did around it, because it is a pretty cool subject. And a lot of people wished and thought and assumed that the Battlefield 1 launch would include Russian soldiers, and we're really surprised to hear that it didn't include Russian soldiers. It took 2 DLCs for us to get here. 2 DLCs for us to have Russians in the first World War I Battlefield game. Pretty surprising. We had French before Russians. Not that the French aren't cool. No, it was cool. It was a cool DLC. They Shall Not Pass, even cooler name. Possibly a cooler name than In the Name of the Tsar, but still. I'm glad to have my Russians. Alright, looks like we're getting pretty messy in here. Yep, I don't like that. Jesus! Son of a bitch has a shotgun. You know what I need? A revive. Beautifully. You read my goddamn mind, whoever you were. I'm gonna thank him. How do I do that again? Fuck, I forgot. They changed it on me. I could swear that the layout's different now than it was before. I wish I had a grenade! I need a martyr perk. I need that martyr perk from Call of Duty World at War, which allowed me to drop grenades upon death. That was so useful. Of course, it was mainly only useful during the launch of the game, because surely thereafterward people wisened up, and whenever there was a dead body, they would run as far as possible, as fast as possible, which made the perk practically useless. It was then just like luck of the draw. Gabe Tron said that his Destiny 2 pre-order got cancelled. Well, Gabe, they did you a favor. I'm just fucking with you. That's weird, because I'm sure they're not low in stock on Destiny 2 copies. There must be millions of copies just waiting to be bought and purchased. You could probably just walk into a store and get it, man. Unless you wanted the pre-order bonuses, in which case that sucks, but you still got time to reorder your pre-order. Not much time, though. Shit! In America, at least, depending on your time zone, you can start playing Destiny 2 at like 9 or 10 p.m. tonight. So, yeah, it's close. It's really close. I wasn't a big fan of the first Destiny myself. Just not my type of game, but I liked the beta of Destiny 2 okay. I should not have walked while I was reloading my gun into a completely unknown corridor, which was definitely hot with enemy presence. That's a cute little emblem he's got, though. A little duck. His name is Duck, and he likes to fuck. The most inappropriate reference I could have made. And that's a Kill Bill reference. You think it wouldn't be difficult to make inappropriate Kill Bill references? Yeah, though the White Guard are technically the good guys here. You know what? That's a loaded statement, actually. Very loaded, and as someone who's not exactly well-versed in Russian Civil War knowledge, I'm gonna step away from that. Far away. Let's just say they're all good guys in their own way, you know, because few battles in history were fought against good and evil. Mostly fought against just different ideologies. Different goods fighting different goods. Like the Nazis in the United States. It's a joke! It's a fucking joke! For those of you guys that wasn't obvious. God, I hope it was obvious. The joke being that the Nazis are the bad guys. You know, not the United States. The United States, not the bad guys. Jesus, the fact that I have to explain that. Is that a new ribbon? I don't remember seeing that, but I basically exclusively play medic. Jesus, I can't see him through the damn snow. So yeah, you're going to be seeing a lot of snow maps in this Russian DLC because, well, it's Russia. I don't know why you would want to fight in the snow. You know, I know Operation Barbarossa hadn't happened yet, and Hitler didn't get his ass kicked thanks to the Russian winter. A lot of people speculate that the Nazis would have won in their campaign against Russia were it not for the extreme conditions that Hitler and the rest of his aides were so foolish in proceeding in. Regardless, we have Russians fighting Russians in a civil war right now in the snow. Were they like, the snow sucks, so fuck them. Let's fight the Red Army in the snow. See if they can handle the snow, which they can't because they don't have as much vodka. We will win because we have the superior supply of vodka. Did I already use my grenade at some point? I was trying to toss a nade at those guys, but nothing. I was just going full martyr, you know? For the cause! God, this is a terrible Russian impression. Whatever. It's not like I practice it every day. That'd have been great. Would have burned them all alive. Alright guys, settle down. No more talking about Nazis in the chat room. It's off limits. You can't behave yourselves. I haven't played Uncharted Lost Legacy, actually. I want to. I was contacted by Sony, and they said, hey, yo, you want to stream it early? And I was like, fuck, I'm in Germany. I can't stream it. I'm in Germany. I don't have my desktop computer with a capture card inside of it. I don't have my PS4. And I don't have great internet, because the internet in that part of Germany sucked. Probably because there are around 300,000 people from out of town staying there for the convention, but whatever. I was pissed, because I was in Germany for EA and Star Wars, and yeah, I couldn't stream Uncharted, because I was in another country. But thank you, Sony and PlayStation, for offering. I really appreciate it. I'm a big Uncharted fan, as you guys already know, apparently. Yeah, what the hell is me? What the hell is with me not being able to use my grenades? That's weird. I swear I didn't use grenade in that life. Unless I really am finally going insane. Revive? No? Okay. I feel like revives are more rare now than they were at launch. Regardless, if you guys want this DLC, and why wouldn't you? It's Russian DLC. It's what everybody's been waiting for. You can't buy it until 2 weeks from today, because that's when it's going to be available to the public. Right now, it's exclusive to premium members. But if you bought the Battlefield 1 Revolution Edition, which is a great value, by the way. Alright, let's get at that. Oh, damn it. Alright, I'm really dropping the ball here. I swear, if you revive me, I will be a better Russian soldier, thank you, than I have ever been before! I wasn't just shooting the... I wasn't just bullshitting you, I swear. I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna try this time. My parents didn't believe me when I said that. They still kicked me to the curb. Which then began my long stint as a homeless 8-year-old. Fuck. Okay, it's getting dangerous in here. Lot of Ruskies. Damn it! You know what, it's okay. better dead than red. At least I'm not playing as those revolutionary cowards on the enemy team. Damn, I wish I had voice chat open. Shit! Shit! Ah, fuck. I should have just backed off. Something I gotta say about these new maps, not only are they beautiful, but they're pretty damn chaotic. I like the design. I like the layout. Like them a hell of a lot more than the World War II Call of Duty maps. They didn't feel like Treyarch, that's for damn sure. They had no passion to them, no romance. This map has a lot of romance. There's a lot of tit for tat, a lot of back and forth, which I'm always a fan of. Unless they got a kill for a kill. Totally not the Russian way. Russians don't do eye for an eye. They do your eye, that's it. Revolution is garbage if you already spent your money on the game in premium. Yeah, a lot of people are pissed about this. If you haven't heard, Revolution is a way for you to get the base game Battlefield 1 and premium, which is the season pass, for less than half what it cost originally to buy all that together. Or at least half. Maybe not less than, but still. And that's before the second DLC comes out, by the way. So after the first DLC released, people like me that bought Battlefield 1 and the season pass were kind of shafted, or effed in the A, and they didn't buy us dinner first. Yes! 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 Double kill from the grave. Wait, that was a double kill from the grave, right? I heard 2 death dings. Whatever, I'm sticking to it. That's my story. I'm happy for you guys that don't have Battlefield 1 or didn't have Battlefield 1 and bought the Revolution Edition, because it's a great price, really cheap price, but for the price to have been cut that much before the second DLC releases, the second out of 4, by the way, I don't know, it kind of does suck for people like me and those of you in the chat room that bought both at launch, because we could have just waited to buy premium after the first DLC, which wasn't that big anyway. We could have waited until this DLC, which is the big DLC, and we'd have saved a decent chunk of money. But it's because EA is moving away from, thank you, you are the greatest of all time, for actually waiting to be revived in a safe situation. I love you, man. I love you, buddy! Fuck! Do not like that! Shit. Whoa! Whoa! Oh boy. Oh boy. I almost had a goddamn heart attack. He looks like Robin Hood with that stupid ass hat. Oh man. These maps are good though, they're really good. A lot of people got burned out on Battlefield 1, myself included. I like the game, I really do, but something about it, I just stopped playing after a while. A lot of people are saying the same thing, by the way. It's not just me. It's actually an epidemic of small proportions. Anyway, this might actually revitalize my love for Battlefield 1. But yeah, EA is moving away from season passes. They're moving away from paid DLCs because Battlefield 1 has a problem. Alright, the problem is the problem is the player base is being split. Alright? It's being split between the people that don't own any DLCs and the people that own premium and the people that own 1 or 2 DLCs. Or in this case, 1 DLC, you know. If they bought They Shall Not Pass, and that's the only DLC they bought, then they're not going to be able to play with the other people, which means, if you own, shit, sorry, I'm cussing so much, which means if you own premium, you're basically going to be playing with other premium people, and the very small amount of people that bought that particular DLC. So, yeah, some people on PC are having difficulties finding matches because there's only about 20,000 people on PC playing. At least in the past month, that's around what the number hovered around. But PlayStation is a little higher, it's like 60-something thousand. And it should be bumped up now with this DLC being released. A little bit at least. Currently this DLC is exclusive to premium members. But yeah, Electronic Arts is doing away with season passes, starting with Need for Speed 2015 and following that up with Star Wars Battlefront 2. Star Wars Battlefront 2, all DLC is going to be free. The only thing that you can buy are loot boxes. So that's a step in the right direction. In my opinion, I am a big fan of it. Next Battlefield, I guarantee you it's not going to have a season pass. It's not going to happen. You're going to be able to buy battle packs and that's it. The rest is going to be free, baby. It's all going to be free. All your friends and you're going to be all up in that shit, playing all kinds of free stuff. And you know what else that means? That means constant updates, alright? Constant updates means that you're going to have maps throughout the year. Probably like a map every month or month and some change. You know? Where with expansion packs like this, paid expansion packs, we had to wait quite a long time for all this content to actually be released because it all had to be finished at once and launched at once. And that's not the coolest thing in the world. So, I'm excited. I'm excited for the future of gaming moving away from paid DLC bullshit. But on the other hand, Destiny 2 allows you to buy with real-world money weapon and armor modifications that you can use in player versus player combat. Let me say that again. Destiny 2 is letting you purchase with real-world money weapon and armor modifications, which, as we know, weapon and armor modifications in Destiny mean shit, alright? It's not like star cards, where it's inconsequential.
The city is lost, but there are no real victors, for we are all beggars now. Russia has run out of bread and humanity.
Damn.
Losing Tsaritsyn to the Red Army was a catastrophic blow to the anti-revolutionary forces. The momentum the White Guard had gained in the south was now at an end. They began to lose the support of many previously loyal factions, who ultimately had no desire to reinstate a Tsarist regime. With their ranks thinned, the Whites' attempt to take Moscow ended in failure, and their armies were forced to retreat to the Crimean Peninsula. Though the rear guard held out long enough to ensure the evacuation of 150,000 soldiers and civilians by sea, General Wrangel's forces were ultimately defeated here. The Red Army now controlled all of Russia, and the Civil War ended in November 1920.
It's a bummer. It's a bummer, man. That was a bad thing that just happened, right? How does it sound like an ignorant American 101? I got my corn dogs and hamburgers. So I need my corn dog, hamburger, McDonald's. My Mickey D's, man. Just need me some Mickey D's. Hey, we didn't do as bad as I thought. Look at that. Well, I mean, in comparison to the enemy team, we were fucking shit! Shit! Alright, let's get out of here. Let's play the new game mode. I haven't had any problems yet finding matches. I'm on PS4. Someone else on PS4 in the chat room had a problem finding a match. Kind of surprising. Maybe not if you played like this morning or something, but I'm playing at a busy time. However, having problems finding matches is not unheard of in Battlefield 1, especially with DLCs. Or particularly with DLCs. What's the new game mode? Mode. Is it Frontlines? No, I'm pretty sure it's not. Well, this is embarrassing. Let me just Google it. And remind myself to cut this out later in the video. I mean, when this is a video, like, edit this out. God, Beth, how do you not know what the UK mode is? Alright. Google, what do you say? Supply drop. That's the game mode? Okay. Oh, drop zone, drop zone. Wait, what? Oh, no, that's Battlefront. Fuck. Alright, so Battlefield has supply drop. Battlefront has drop zone. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's play it. Where did I find drop zone? Is it in, oh, supply drop. Yeah. Real memorable name. I keep getting it mixed up.
In supply drop, both forces fight over supplies. The use of aircraft to deliver much-needed military supplies was a new tactic in World War I. The supplies are dropped by aircraft, periodically flying over the battlefield. To recover the dropped supplies, your team must travel to and control their landing location. The more soldiers that control a given location, the more quickly its supplies are recovered. Powerful elite-class weapons will periodically be uncovered among the supplies. Use them to gain the upper hand against your opponents. The team with the most supplies at the end of the round will be victorious.
Okay, you know what? That's actually pretty cool. Let's open some battle packs while we're waiting. So I got some new badass oh, too late. Nope, not too late. Alright, what do we got here? I got so many battle packs, ridiculous. Got a couple of superior battle packs. I guarantee you I have puzzle pieces. Probably enough puzzle pieces for an entire weapon. Alright, what do we got here? The kid. For the British Bulldog. I'm never gonna use that. May as well just scrap it. Hey, I totally forgot that there's things other than puzzle pieces. Come on, baby. Oh, that's... Probably never gonna use it, but I won't. Hey, Bill Hook puzzle piece. There we go. That's what I like. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Alright, let's see if we can get another one. Damn it! I'm pretty sure I already have that. I hate repeat puzzle pieces. They're the worst. They're so bad. Can you buy puzzle pieces now? I don't think you can. No, of course you can't. They want you to buy battle packs, not puzzle pieces. Thank you. Oh, game ready. Okay, so, let's hop in. This is one of the, or this is the single brand new game mode in Battlefield 1 in the name of the Tsar, the Russian DLC. Basically, it's like Battlefront's just drop zones, but not quite. I mean, it's not that close, but it's a little similar. And it's World War I-y stuff, you know. And something that's pretty cool is you can get Sentry Kiss every now and then. You can get little loadouts. You get little super loadouts and turn into a little super soldier. Shit. You know what would be really awesome? Okay, so the next Battlefield is probably going to be Battlefield World War II. That's what everyone's been saying for months now. It's probably going to be it. Well, imagine if in our World War II Battlefield we had some sort of a game mode that... Oh, there goes a supply drop. Let's head off to it. Imagine if we had some sort of a game mode which uses the experimental, weird technology of World War II in a really fun, interesting way. Almost Call of Duty Nazi Zombies-esque interesting, right? Maybe with super soldiers, because the Nazis sure as hell tried to make super soldiers, and so did the United States during the events of World War II. So, I'd like to see that. That'd be fun. Especially with zombies just being too fucking crazy for me nowadays. It's got the things from The Last of Us. It's shit! Okay, I didn't mean to say that. That's kind of ironic, though. It's got dragons and plant monsters. I don't know. I don't like it anymore. I understand why people do like it, and I respect that, but it's not for me. Not anymore, anyway. I was a huge fan of it back in World War II Call of Duty. I mean, World at War, but... Anyway, I'm not saying I want Battlefield to rip off that game mode, but something in the vein of that would be interesting. And I think it could be quite popular and fun if it was done correctly. I almost feel like Battlefield 1 is a bit of a test. Testing the grounds for Battlefield returning to this era. You know, dated technology. There was a time when we were oversaturated with World War II shooters. And now, we are oversaturated with modern shooters. We've had a paradigm shift. thinking I could aim up there fast enough. I have not seen Dunkirk yet, no. If I had watched Dunkirk, I probably wouldn't be able to wait any longer for World War II, Battlefield 1. But I'm excited. I'm really excited. I'm a fan of Christopher Nolan, obviously. Who isn't? I loved Interstellar. I don't care what anybody says about the ending. Made sense to me. And I liked it. I also really like Inception, of course. It's a good, solid movie. And obviously the Dark Knight trilogy, you know, good movies. Memento, great movie. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Yes! 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 Get that health back, get that health back. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Come on. Close, but no cigar. And no crispy fried Russians. The game would be good if it came complete, give us all the guns out of the gates. Well, I mean, the magazine count in the guns is kind of a constraint of the weapons at the time, the technology at the time, for realism and historical accuracy, which I know is kind of laughable because this is not a very accurate game, historically speaking. But, yeah, we really shouldn't have many automatic weapons if we're going for accuracy here. Regardless, I do agree that the content should be free, like, at least the maps. You know, the maps should definitely be free, and really the weapons as well. Really everything, which I assure you the next Battlefield will feature, it will feature free content and no season pass. We're just not quite there yet. Alright, let's actually play the game though. Let's pretend we're having fun here. Just fucking with you. I want to get one of these sentry kits. But I gotta work for that. Daddy's gotta work! Daddy's gotta put in the hours. Gotta be the breadwinner. Fuck, man. I haven't played this map before. It's pretty crazy. Or at least I haven't been on this part of this map. It's possible I've played this one of the operations. I think this is the Eastern Front. Actually, yes, this is definitely the Eastern Front, so no, I haven't played this map before. I've only played the Russian Civil War maps. A sniper up there? Yeah, that is a sniper. Beautiful. This is all we need to do. We just need to take it slow. Watch our surroundings. Listen for the enemy, you know? Take our time with it. Is that a hostile? It's gotta be below the bridge. No, he's just behind it. Shit. Anyway, this totally looks like War for the Planet of the Apes. I would love it if we got a War for the Planet of the Apes multiplayer game. I really think that would actually work. I think I was one of the few, or one of the many, who knows, people that was a big fan of Conker's Bad Fur Day multiplayer. Squirrels versus Teddies. It was really good. It was actually a lot like Battlefield. You had roles on either side. You had a lot of vehicles. You had pretty big battlefields that you could play in. It was nice. It was really nice. I almost feel like there were more quality multiplayer games coming out back in those days than today. I mean, we've got behemoths like Battlefield, Battlefront, Call of Duty. I'm sure this is probably when I should say Destiny, but I'm gonna bite my tongue. But I'm talking about the smaller games, not the huge IPs. Fuck! I'm talking about games like Conker's Bad Fur Day. We don't get games like that anymore. I know it was a remake. It was a remake of the N64 game, but still, great multiplayer. Time Splitters had great multiplayer. Anybody remember that? I think the problem with today's multiplayer games, or at least the ones that aren't behemoths, they're just too derivative. We got somebody upstairs. Let's be quiet. Shh. Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting Russians. Shit. That almost got messy. Oh, I got the 41 dragon kills. Nice. Thank you for noticing that. I don't know how I didn't notice. I am trying to... Whoa! Fuck! Fuck! I'm trying to complete one of my assignments for my weapons, but I don't remember what the rest of the assignment was. Which is a damn shame. Maybe I can check. I don't know. As you can see, I've really been making use of my Battlefield Premium. Sarcasm. Oh, revives. Alright. Okay. I can do that. I mean, it's hard to get to people in time because nobody wants to be revived anymore, but I'll give it my best shot. It's secretly the most difficult assignment I could possibly be given. I don't blame people for not wanting as many revives as they did at vanilla launch, you know? I mean, it's a dangerous situation getting revived. And usually, you don't want to get revived if you're in the middle of a battle and you're killed. It's a dangerous place. Probably just going to get killed again. Which is why I'm going to see if I can rush to revive people before they should be revived, so I can just be selfish and get my assignment out of the way. Oh, fuck yeah. Please, please, please. Ugh. Yes! Woo! Nice! That's what I like. Awesome. We just got 2 revives in a row. You know what? I think we actually... Oh, wait. Did this guy revive him? No, he's a scout. I think we actually pressed the button once, but got 2 revives. Because the bodies were on top of each other. I think it glitched out. I'm not complaining. Alright, let's sweep and clear. If anybody's upstairs, we'll just treat it like Rainbow Six Siege. Oh boy. Sounds awfully dangerous. And it's clear. For now. Probably not for long. In fact, I don't even trust going to the windows. My god, that was embarrassing. Should have gotten that other kill. I really should have. He's just outside. I know it, he hasn't gone far. Ah, shit, looks like he got a sentry kit! Ah! Fire? Please? No. I need to swap out this incendiary grenade. Everybody's wise to it nowadays. Did he just waddle on over with his big ass sentry butt and teabag us? Like a lazy teabag? Like one teabag, just one dip? One dip and he's done. That's not very German of him. It's not thorough at all. He should have done like 3 dips at least. And quicker too. You just look lethargic. And tired. A tired teabag is a pathetic thing. Oh, it's only squad revives. It's not normal revives. Yep, shit. Well, I don't know if I've... Yeah, I only got 3 people in my squad, so... that's gonna take a while. It's definitely gonna take a while. I should really stick with my squad. That's gonna be easy for those of you guys that play with friends, though. You know, you got a bunch of friends in a squad. You're actually gonna be reviving them. Gonna be sticking near each other. Unlike us randos. Randos don't often get squads that stick together. It's a very rare thing. In fact, it's something I have a bit of respect for. If you want randos to perform well together, you gotta have the perfect team. Come together in perfect synergy, which is a rare occurrence. Doesn't happen very often. Alright, we are in luck because the supply drop is happening right next to me. Shit! Not in luck! Not in luck! Somebody's here! Please, grenade! Go, 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 go! Go, go! Fire grenade! Damn it! Who the hell? Oh, of course. That smarmy son of a bitch in his little sniping spot. He's a literal sniper. Literal camper. Thank you. Beautiful. Yeah, the set dressing in these maps is fantastic. Great visuals. Really, really well done. Not only that, but they look nice as well. Good looking maps. I mean, I already said that. It's redundant. They play nice. The map designs themselves are very fun, very satisfying. They feel pretty balanced. I haven't played them a whole lot, but just as far as my first impressions go, I'm pretty impressed. I had a favorite of mine, and They Shall Not Pass. It was a great map. I can't remember what it was called. Something foreign, probably. I don't know damn darn language. That ain't English, ain't Americish. I may have a new favorite map somewhere in this DLC, which I should, because technically there's 6 maps. 4 maps across the front lines, which we just played 1 of, and 2 on the Russian Civil War, which we already played. Godspeed, human person. I lived in Florida for a while, and I experienced some hurricanes. They were pretty tough. Luckily, I never actually had anything happen to me. They were pretty tough because sometimes the power would go out and I wouldn't be able to sit on my ass and play video games. But I'd always be sure to charge my Game Boy. Charge your Game Boy Color, human person, before the hurricane hits. Trust me. Trust me. Thank you, Kidness Stryer. That's really nice of you to say. Also, sorry for the poor microphone quality. I'm using a blue microphone right now, unlike my usual XLR. My sound mixer died, which is why I'm using a USB microphone. Usually never use them. Hey, fighting as the Red Army. Cool. Against the White Army. This is actually a scene out of the Russian Civil War. Let's see if we can join a squad with more people in it. 4 out of 5. Alright, not bad. I'm going to try to stick to these guys. I'm going to set a personal goal for myself. I'm going to be a team. A real team member. Real squad supporter. Whenever one of my squad mates dies, I'm reviving them. For selfish reasons, but shit. Those selfish reasons are going to lead to justifying ends, you know? I'm going to get a sweet-ass gun. These guys are going to get revived. It's going to be good. Except for the fact that I'm going to revive these guys when I shouldn't be reviving these guys. It's a pretty nice skin. Was that ivory? Really, really silly hat, though. Looks like a cross between something from Dumb and Dumber and Robin Hood. Men in tights. Ah, shit. That's not good. We are no longer incognito. Better close all the point tabs. Shit! Oh! You noob! Fuck you! My squad mate just died and I didn't get a revive on him because I was trying to get kills and failing. Alright, where's the supply drop headed to? Got a brand new one. Oh my god. Other side of the map. Okay. I think it's the other side of the map anyway. Nope. Looked like it was at first. It's actually pretty cool. Looks like you don't know exactly where it's going to be on your map or your mini-map until it's closer to hitting the ground. Eventually, once you play this game mode long enough, you'll probably be able to guess where it's going to land, but it's pretty tricky to do that. That's fun. Makes it a little easier on both teams, a little fairer. Damn. Damn. Good hits. And he's playing as support. He's ranked 95, though. If he's one of the people that bought Revolution, which I'm assuming most people that are playing aren't premium, they're probably Revolution players. And in which case, he probably reached rank 95 within a couple months or however long it's been released. So, he's experienced. Me, I'm an old dog. You can't teach me new tricks. Unlike these new kids, I bought premium day one. I played my most Battlefield 1 playtime back in the first couple months of its release. Which means I'm rusty as shit. Is he trying to find a good vantage point? Is that even the same guy? I don't think it is the same guy. I think it's a new one. Alright. They're all heading to the objective. I should as well. Fuck! damn. Shots are coming from all over the place. I'm not quite sure what it is that doesn't really, like, hit the notes that Battlefield games usually hit for me in Battlefield 1. I really like it. I really like it. But for some reason, I just don't play it that much. I don't know why. I'm not the only person. If you look on the internet, you'll see an enormous, shockingly large amount of people just... They like Battlefield 1. They own it. But they don't play it all that much. I don't know why they don't. I don't know why I don't. But it is a thing. It's a thing. It's a weird thing. But somehow I feel like that's not going to happen with Battlefield 2. I think WW2 Battlefield is not going to have that issue. And I'm not sure why. I could just say it's because it's going to be World War II, you know, instead of World War I, but it's kind of a cop-out. I don't think it's because it's World War I is the reason. That there's just something there that's not quite the magic touch for me. I don't like a lot of the weapons. I know that much. I don't know if that's... Good shot. Oh. It was him. It's you, noob. My mortal enemy. Something about the weapons just doesn't click. I've got a handful of weapons that I like. Like 4 weapons that I consistently like, and that's about it. Which is weird for me. Basically the Dragon Storm. One of the MP variants. The 1919, I believe, is another gun that I like. If that's even a real gun. I don't know. Something strange going on. Well, tons of games are repetitive. I mean, if we're going into what games aren't repetitive, they're campaign, story-based games, you know? And even then, some of them get really repetitive, like RPGs, for instance, but Overwatch is repetitive. I enjoy playing Overwatch. Tons of people enjoy playing Overwatch, but Overwatch doesn't have the same problem that Battlefield does. I don't know. It's very strange to me, and I'm someone that's absolutely fascinated with reading about the process of game development, how games are made, or how well they do, why they underperform, or why they would overperform. But we don't have that kind of information for something like this. It's something that's psychological. It's something that's really difficult to pinpoint. Please, grenade. Please, please, please. Ah, no dice. No dice. Favorite multiplayer FPS? I really liked Star Wars Battlefront. The original Star Wars the original 2015 EA Star Wars Battlefront. I enjoyed the, 2005 or 2003, whatever. I don't know when they came out. You know what I'm talking about. But I'm a huge fan of Star Wars. I had a lot of fun with that. I quite like Overwatch. I like Battlefield 4, or I liked Battlefield 4 quite a bit. I don't play it anymore. Call of Duty World at War is one of my favorite FPSs of all time. Not just World at War, but Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 was another special one for me. I never really got into Black Ops like other people did. I'm waiting for World at War 2. And not World War 2. No, that's Sledgehammer. I'm waiting for Treyarch. I don't know what Treyarch's next Call of Duty is going to be, but it's probably going to be Black Ops again, I'm guessing. Oh yeah, what the fuck happened to Team Player? Oh boy. Oh boy. I knew that would happen. Well, he's under fire now, which is exactly why I should be with him, because I need to be healing him up. And he's dead. I should be reviving him, but I can't. I'm way too far away. Alright, once they spawn on me, I'll watch for him, and I'll follow him. Shit. Alright, I need to be taking this slower. Well, we got a teammate, but he's cavalry, so we're gonna be able to catch up with him until he gets off his horse. Until he gets off his high horse. Puns. And he's dead. Shit. spun on this guy. Alright. Let's go teamwork. Oh shit, that guy's not even a sniper. He's a medic like me. I hope the fall killed him. Ah, shit. What? Whoa, whoa, hold on. I'm checking into this. Someone in the chat room said that Colin Trevorrow is out. Is that real? Hold up. How do you pronounce the name? Trevorrow? Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh my god, our team fucking sucks. Fuck! I'm not a fan of this game mode anyway. I don't know why. You know what? I'm gonna shut my mouth on that because sometimes it's gonna be overly negative. And to be fair, I am playing this during a live stream for the first time, so it's really difficult for me to actually fully absorb it. I'm more concentrating on just talking to you guys than playing the game. Fuck! Ugh. I liked it in Battlefront. You'd think I would like it in Battlefield. Whatever. This game mode's not important anymore. We got important news. Thank you for letting me know about this, by the way, chat room. Colin Trevorrow exits Star Wars Episode 9. He is out. He's no longer the director of Star Wars Episode 9. Holy shit. This is huge. This is absolutely enormous. So, if you don't know who Colin is, Colin was the director of Jurassic World. He's a relatively, or was, prior to Jurassic World, a relatively unknown director. That was his big success, and boy was it a success. I mean, it made bank at the box office. One of the most successful films of all time. Before that, he hadn't really done much. Anyway, people were, needless to say, a little nervous about him directing Episode 9, the finale of the sequel trilogy, along with the fact that some people don't like Jurassic World. I like it for what it is. I mean, I don't think it was ever meant to be Jurassic Park, personally, but a lot of people hate it. Like, really hate it. So, I'm sure a ton of people are going to be really excited about this, but my question is, who are they going to get as the director of Episode 9? Ron Howard? You get it? It's a Han Solo movie joke. I don't know who they're going to choose, but wow. A lot of people are going to be happy. I would say the majority of people are going to take this as good news. I don't know myself, because you know what? Jurassic World for me was fun. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. But, I am fascinated, and I'm really interested to see who's going to be the new director. I have absolutely no clue who they're considering. I'm going to look into this, actually. Let's see what the internet's saying. A lot of people want Rian Johnson to do it. Yeah. So, I know people are really excited about Rian Johnson. I mean, he is the director of Episode 8. And everyone says that Rian Johnson should be the director of Episode 9. But you know what? I don't necessarily agree with this. Because we haven't seen Episode 9. I don't know why everybody's so excited about Rian Johnson. We don't know if we like Episode 8. We don't know what Episode 8 is even about, really. We don't know the story. We don't know if he's a good fit. We don't know if he's a good director for it. It could be fantastic. It really could be. It seems like he is very dedicated to Star Wars. It seems like he's a genuine fan of Star Wars. And I am excited to see Episode 8, obviously. I'm excited, even possibly more so, to see how he directs Episode 8. Episode 7 was the first Star Wars film that was directed by, you know, a vastly different director outside of Rogue One, but that's not a main trilogy film. So to see Rian Johnson, to see his crack at it, that's fascinating to me. Absolutely fascinating. Anyway, I hope he does a good job. If he does a good job, they're probably going to bring him on. I mean, they already know if he's done a good job or not in their minds. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see headlines in the next few days which announce Rian Johnson taking the reins for Star Wars Episode 9. That'd be fascinating. He said that he wanted to do it. So the reason that Colin Trevorrow chose, reportedly, to part ways on Episode 9 was that everyone came to the conclusion that everyone's visions for the project differed, which meant Disney's vision, Lucasfilm's vision, the people that are in charge of Star Wars lore, and Colin Trevorrow, all of their visions were different. They didn't agree with the director didn't agree with them. Wow. Some people are saying that it's possible that they saw, like, Colin Trevorrow's latest movie, which got a 22% on Rotten Tomatoes, The Book of Henry, but I don't know if that's the reason necessarily, because Jurassic World made bank, and I think that's that's a bigger deal than a recent movie of his not doing very well. But it's fascinating how many Star Wars movies have had problems with directors. It seems like you really have to be a by-the-book company man. You know, you got to be J.J. Abrams, or you got to be a Ron Howard. And if you're not, you're out. When am I going to play Star Citizen again? When 3.0 releases. Right now, there's no new concept for me to play. Oh, my throat's getting sore, guys, actually. So, if you don't talk for hours on ends for a while, oh shit, squad mates. Oh fuck. Oh god, I lost it. I lost 2. 2 out of 40. They all make a difference, though. They're all special in my eyes. Every last one of them. Oh, you little squad members. Little squaddies. Shit. Anyway, yeah, 3.0 is what I'm waiting for. But if you're a teacher, or, you know, you do something that makes you talk a lot, it's difficult. Like, it's not easy on your throat to talk for an extended period of time. Unless you've been doing it for a little while. But even just talking, like, for an hour straight or something like that, I can feel my, my throat, like, the inside of my throat getting swollen. It's crazy how fast a lot of that happens. Shit, he was behind me. I thought that was the guy that I saw originally when I tossed the nade. That's too bad. Yeah, that is true. A lot of production companies nowadays are trying to snatch up directors that do a good job on a movie, or create a buzz around a movie. Like, yeah, Josh Trank is actually a great example. Josh Trank was originally supposed to do a Star Wars film because he did Chronicle, which everybody was like, wow, this director came out of nowhere and did Chronicle. An interesting movie that was pretty good. And then he does Fantastic Four. And apparently he was a mess on set, which is just really sad. I feel bad for him. It's not easy being a director. But, yeah, hard job. Anyway, it was because of Fantastic Four and how he conducted himself on set that he lost his Star Wars movie, because originally he was set to do a Star Wars film. I think the Boba Fett film is the film he was supposed to do. And that's just a damn shame. It's a damn shame. Nice, he's on fire. Ha ha! Kill from the grave. Okay, let's actually focus on the game mode, but this is really interesting stuff with Colin. Man, wow. So, Episode 9 was not supposed to release in December. It was supposed to release toward the middle of the year, I think. But I basically guarantee that now, Episode 9 is going to be pushed back to December. It makes sense. It's possible that they're giving themselves leeway when they originally announced the date for, like, March or whatever it was. Hey, we've been promoted. Cool. Second lieutenant. Not bad. I got so many war bonds, it's ridiculous. I haven't been spending any of them. I got like 8,000 something. I basically just use them on Dragon, so what else am I going to buy? The reason I don't play Star Wars Battlefront 2015 anymore on stream is because I played it to death on stream. Like, I love the game, but there's not a whole lot of content to it. So I feel like I stretched my streams pretty thin. Almost like a bit of butter spread over too much bread. It's a Hobbit reference. Where's the Lord of the Rings reference? I think it's a Hobbit reference. Anyway, yeah, it's not much more I can do with Battlefront 2015. I am going to play it again before October or before November, one of the two. I'm going to play it again before I play Battlefront 2 on stream. Well, technically I've already played Battlefront 2 on stream because I streamed it live from Gamescom at the EA stage, but you know what I'm talking about. Shit. Oh, hey, hold on. I was at the German convention, I was against you at Battlefront 2, and killed you. Adam? Oh, fuck! Damn it, Adam! Anyway, I'm sorry for your ears. If that's true, that is so cool, man. Hey, there were some people that were really, really good, having played for the first time in Battlefront 2, that killed me. So props. Major props. I mean, when you got that much adrenaline, and that much excitement playing Battlefront 2 for the first time, I can see it. I can understand that, you know? That makes sense to me. It was something. God, I just have a hard time playing anything but Star Wars Battlefront 2. Because I've played it, I've played it a few times now, and oh, it's my baby. I love that game. It's so addicting. Honestly, guys, it's just, have you ever found it hard to think about other things and hard to do other things once you play a certain game and you don't have it? Or once you see a trailer for a movie or a game and you don't have it and you gotta wait for it? I don't know how I can do anything else. I just want to sleep until Battlefront 2 releases, and that's the damn truth. Combine that with the fact that, if you're wondering why I haven't been making a lot of streams and videos recently, I've been making a fair amount of videos. I'd like to think a lot of quality videos, but I haven't been streaming a lot because there's nothing that I want to stream, really, that I haven't already streamed a lot. And there aren't any games coming out in 2017, really, that, you know, I wish Need for Speed Payback would release right now so I could stream that a lot. Destiny 2 is not really my thing. I'm probably going to stream it tomorrow anyway, because I'll check it out. You know, I'll give it a try. I'd like to like it, but I just don't think I can. Regardless, yeah, the end of the year is what's really going to be, like, passionate for me. There's a lot of games coming out at the end of this year and early next year that I'm going to be streaming the hell out of because I'm just so excited about them. And I'm really passionate about them, too. I try to make videos and live streams from a genuine place. And it's, you know, it's difficult to do that if there's not a lot that I want to play or a lot that I want to stream. So, yeah. At least you always know it comes from a genuine place. It comes from a real place. But I got a lot of really fun ideas as far as Battlefront 2 is concerned and Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm really excited about those games for those reasons. It's going to be great. But yeah, I've just been taking the last couple months as a way of, getting all my ducks in a row, so to speak, before Battlefront 2 comes out. You know, I've been doing a lot of house stuff, a lot of personal stuff. It's actually been good. Because at the end of the year, I'm not going to have time to do all that. You know, remodeling. I've been upgrading my equipment, like my microphone and stuff. Unfortunately, my old mixer died, so I got a new one on the way. That's why you're hearing this terrible mic. Trust me, this is not the mic that I upgraded to. This is a temporary solution that I'm forced to use. But yeah, I've just been doing some personal shit, you know, doing some serious shit before the end of the year, when the fun stuff begins. I could have easily twisted that into a prequel meme and I missed it. I missed it! I can't even use my grenade against him because he's fireproof. Where is he? Is he inside? He's inside, right? Oh boy. Ah! Please, fire grenade, hit somebody. Anybody, I don't care who. Damn it. I gotta switch grenades. I tried to pre-order the Xbox One X. I'd love to cover that for you guys, but I missed pre-orders. I was in Germany. My time zones were weird. I'm gonna do my best to get my hands on one, but it's gonna be tricky. What's your view on Call of Duty World War II? That's a good question. Not a big fan of it, if I'm being honest. Fuck! Not a big fan. I played the beta, the private beta, whatever. It's not a private beta. It's a please pre-order beta. Shit! Anyway, I didn't really like the guns all that much. I like the maps less than the guns. The maps, they felt like Sledgehammer maps. They didn't feel like Treyarch maps. And Treyarch, I don't need to say anything more than that. Treyarch is not developing Call of Duty World War II. The graphics were fine. They look like a... So you know how Battlefield 1 looks realistic, right? Well, Call of Duty World War II looked like a postcard. Like a romantic view of the war. Call of Duty World War II looked like a romantic view of World War II. It looked like a propaganda poster in motion. It was weird. I mean, it's not bad. It's just very different and not what I would expect at all. And certainly a far cry from, double kill! A far cry from Battlefield 1. So, it looked friendly and cozy and cute. Played like a super fancy... It felt like Infinity War... Infinity War, my god. Call of Duty Infinity War! It felt like... fucking Ghosts with a World War I skin. I mean, World War II skin. It felt like Ghosts or Advanced Warfare with a World War II skin. I can't get these Call of Duty names straight anymore. Infinite Warfare, Armored Warfare, Advanced Warfare. I don't know. I genuinely don't. I'm not trying to be a smart-ass jackass. I just don't know what it's called. And I own that game. I own both of them. I've been buying Call of Duty games every year and trying to fall back in love. Black Ops 3 was the closest I got. Still just a little too futuristic for me. Like most people, I'm kind of bored of futuristic shooters. I want more World War II. But I don't want Call of Duty World War II. I'll try it when it gets another beta, but I had a rough time. I mean, people complain about Battlefield modernizing World War I with automatic weapons, but just didn't feel like World War II. Did not. Is he trying to snipe me? Maybe there's another doorway I didn't see, but I'm pretty sure there's an enemy just waiting for a chance to take a pot shot. Nah, he's gone. Personally, I wasn't a fan of Ghosts. A lot of people weren't, but hey, there's nothing wrong with being a fan of Ghosts, man. If you enjoy a game, that's awesome. Because enjoying games is awesome, and finding games you like is like, that's what counts. That's all that matters. It's literally all that matters is finding a game that you want to play. Sometimes that's hard to do. We got so many games out, you know. It's a mystifying amount of games. Back in the day, you had Halo. You know, you had Call of Duty Big Red One. You had Doom 3. Didn't have a lot of choices, but they were all solid choices. There was still something for everybody. Now we got something for everybody and then some. Games are so big now that you can like one part of a game and dislike another part of it. Oh, Wildlands. I love Wildlands. Big fan of Wildlands. I made a lot of videos on that, a lot of streams on that. I don't know. I'm not going to follow what I'm about to say with Red Dead Redemption 2 or Battlefront 2, alright? But for me, it's kind of weird to make videos on a game forever. Because after a certain point, unless it's, you know, getting content and getting all kinds of patches. But in some cases, when you make enough streams or videos for a game, for me, it's like everything that you can say has been said. Everything you can do has been done. And it's kind of difficult to make, like, the 120th thumbnail and the 120th title and the 300th hour of content for a particular game. But math, they've got new content in Rainbow Six! I know. I just don't play Rainbow Six Siege enough in my free time to, like, compete with people that play it multiple days a week. It's been months since I've played it. But I've been straightening out a bunch of, like, personal stuff and house stuff and all kinds of stuff like that past couple months. So I will have plenty of time to play all the games that I'm really excited about at the end of the year. But yeah, that's why. It's a very simple answer as to why I haven't been streaming a whole lot. I'm a very strange and peculiar person. I want to do things the way I want to do them, which is with passion behind it, you know, with quality intact. Then where the hell do all the technical difficulties come from would be someone's question that's been with the channel for a while. I will eliminate them. I will eliminate all of them. Let's execute channel order 66. Everything's gonna be a-okay. Everything's gonna be good. It's gonna be snazzy. It's gonna be technical difficulty free. Oh, Jesus. Alright, nice and slow. Jesus! Titanfall deserves more players. It does. Dank memes are dead. Not only does it deserve more players, it deserves more sales, which is the same thing, but it's a good game. It's a damn good game, and people didn't buy it. It makes me doubt Titanfall 3, like, in terms of if it's going to be done in the first place. I'm sure it will be. I'm sure they're going to make Titanfall 3, but still. It was shocking how poorly Titanfall 2 did. At the launch of Titanfall 1, everybody was asking for PlayStation support, and they finally give it to them, and then people don't play it. Oh yeah, Cat still comes out to the window, Tyler. Cat's grown now. The cat's name is Smokey. Well, okay, so there's 4 adult cats outside. One's Smokey, all black. One's Plushy, all black. They kind of look like ferrets and cats combined. It's really adorable. They look so silly, it's adorable. And then there's a black and white one called Snickers, and then another black and white one called Friendly. Now, Friendly is the only male cat of the 4. Friendly is a motherfucking pimp. And he takes good care of all of his little sisters, which are also his girlfriends and wives. It's a sick situation, but he's a pimp. He's got lots of bitches. He's living the life of an outdoor cat harem. Nasty stuff. Alright, let's see how well we did. I'm assuming not very well. Wait. Show me stats, show me scoreboard. Come on, quick. 1918. Hey! Good enough for me. It's also a great Motorhead song, 1918. Check it out. It's about World War I, obviously. It's actually a really sad song, but still good. Regardless, thank you guys for joining me for this Battlefield 1 in the Name of the Tsar live stream. This is the second Battlefield 1 DLC, and it introduces the Russian army and also the first female soldiers in a Battlefield game ever. The Women's Battalion of Death. It's pretty cool. You also have 2 Russian factions, the Red Army and the White Army. The Russian Empire's White Guard, which face off against each other inside of the Russian Civil War. You also have some new music, which is pretty. Kind of sounds like evil Tim Burton music. But, yeah, thank you guys for joining me for this live stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe for more streams like this and more videos. And towards the end of the year, or actually probably very soon, look for some exclusive content coming up on the channel, which is going to be pretty damn exciting. I'm excited about it. You'll probably like it a lot. And Battlefront 2. Battlefront 2 is coming closer and closer, and this is going to be your #1 source for Battlefront 2, at least hopefully. And I don't mean that as in like your number one source just because I'm me and you're you and we got a special thing going on together. No, I mean, I have some really cool stuff in mind. I've been planning. This is a game that I got a lot of passion for, and I've been planning for months what I'm going to do with it. I'm gonna do some interesting stuff. I'm going to do the standard stuff that you expect, and then I'm going to do some stuff out of left field and you'll be like, whoa, what the fuck was that? But I like it. What the fuck was that? But I like it. That's the new tagline for this channel. What the fuck was that? But I like it. That's my new channel name. Anyway, thanks guys. I love you. I'm going to rest my voice because it's feeling kind of sore. Possibly Destiny 2 stream tomorrow. Very possibly Destiny 2 stream tomorrow. Activision said they're going to send me a copy, but then they didn't. I don't know if they're sending it to me tonight or if I'm going to have to go to Walmart tomorrow morning, but regardless, until next time, game massively and take care. Oh, I didn't even use my intro. Shit.